Hello, soul family. It is Maddie, Good Gemini 444, back with another collective reading. If you haven't joined the soul family over here, we're making you love Geminis one reading at a time, making you believe that we're good. Okay, and we're also giving you the messages that you need to hear from your spirit guides, your higher self, the divine, right? I'm a medium and I channel messages for your highest good. So today, the question that Spirit wants us to get into is, what tools do I have in my toolbox that I haven't fully utilized, and how can I put them to use to create more abundance? I'm kind of getting a lot of anxiety coming through, overthinking, and ego. So it's almost like the self-saboteur energy. I'm getting RuPaul's Drag Race coming through. Maybe somebody watches that show. What else? I was also getting a lot of references to Lost. This is my moment, okay? As I'm creating this collective, I love you guys. If you love Lost, drop it in the comments. I am the biggest Lost nerd. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. It's about the numbers. If you know, you know. Okay? But yeah, I'm just trying to get connected to my soul family, the people that love Lost, the people that get me, okay? Oh, Sawyer. I love you, Sawyer. Anyway, hi. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Come join the collective. I just want to hang with you and give you the messages you need to hear for your highest good, for what you need to hear right now. So we want to ask about these tools, okay? So what am I grateful for right now? Gratitude. And I just saw 144 on the timer. Gratitude is a tool that you have not utilized enough. Gratitude is an energy that draws in abundance, okay? So we have to be, even if we feel like we don't have as much abundance as we'd like, or we're trying to grow more, when we are in the frequency of being at peace and okay, and grateful for everything that we have. I'm talking down to the fact that you have clean food and water and a roof over your head. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter if it's not exactly how you want it to be. You are safe and you have all of your needs met. Even that simple, okay? Am I willing? So willingness is another tool. Willingness to fight back against the self-saboteur, against the ego, okay? Because we're not our mind. Just remember, this is a collective reading, so not every single message is going to resonate with you. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, and let's dive right in. So what expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? So Spirit is bringing up, comparison, trust in yourself, expectations, gratitude, willingness, a lot of really good principles. So Spirit, what tools or what is being brought through? What does the collective need to know? What advice does the collective need in terms of creating more abundance? And I am so excited to tell you my Lionsgate story. The Lionsgate, if you were manifesting during the Lionsgate portal, ooh baby, that was the most powerful portal. Am I in my head or my heart? Okay, so card that came out, where am I called to use my voice right now? So your voice is a tool. And I feel like the throat chakra might be blocked here. I was getting that for someone I was doing a reading for last night, of the throat chakra blockage and not communicating her truth. So that could be something that resonates with you right now, or you're confused on what your truth even is. Oh, I didn't even light my candle. Hold on. Let me light my Jesus candle. There we go. We gotta light the candle, bring in that spiritual energy. So this is where I'm going to bring in my story. So where are you called to use your voice? With the Lionsgate portal energy, such a powerful portal to magnify your manifestations, use it to give it a push. And it was also a lot being drawn to self-concept and building the person that you want to be able to receive in this abundance and these manifestations. And yeah, it was just such a beautiful energy. 444 on the timer. Yeah, it really was. I feel like anything that you were manifesting or the things that you're working on right now are protected. And I just heard directed, you're being directed towards them. You're being guided by spirit. It's almost like you are the director, or you have to change some sort of direction, the way that you're taking something. I'm seeing a crescent moon in my mind's eye. So this new moon that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, let's see what's coming up for you as well. And yeah, go from there. And that's going to be a new moon in maybe Virgo. Is it going to be in Virgo or Leo? We'll check. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. So, okay, your voice is the main tool that you have not utilized yet that has to do with your abundance. And I feel like this could come through in so many ways. The way that you speak to yourself, the way that you speak out to the universe, like the way that I've even been like super aware of like comments I make on social media of like not really like giving into fear mongering or negativity or anything like that. Also, finding your truth and standing up for yourself, being okay with using your voice and not caring what other people think. That I feel like that's coming through a lot of like this hesitation, this fear, very much fear of judgment. But the judgment energy, the judgment card is coming into my mind's eye with this is your calling. You have to use your voice. I'm getting that very strongly. You have to use your voice. Let's pull from the angel therapy cards. So Spirit, what is the tool that this collective hasn't fully used or utilized to create more abundance? Oh, I didn't even finish my story. Oh my God. I always do that. My bad, guys. So I just get into talking about the Lion's Gate. I get carried away and I just keep reading. Wow. Okay. Workshops and seminars. Okay, come through, Spirit. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. Wow. Yeah, it's something about speaking to people. Maybe it doesn't have to be like a seminar, but you get the idea of like you're speaking in front of a group of people. That's very important. What's under here? Throat chakra. No fucking way. I'm telling you, dude. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Yes. So what you have to say is important. Your story is important. Your story is connected to you creating more abundance. Okay. And we had Earth Angel come up. Love this card. So you are an earth angel that's meant to heal. You're a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. So you could be speaking about love, like literally speaking about love. You could be spreading, a positive message about whatever this is. It doesn't even have to be like spiritual in nature. It could just be like your vibe, and you're bringing help and love to whatever area you're speaking on. It's like you're an expert in this area, or you are, I just heard well known. So maybe this is something that like you are known for, but you haven't like taken that next step to put yourself out there yet. But it's definitely regarding your voice. Now I'm being given the reference to that movie with Hilary Duff. Is it called Raise Your Voice? And she's like, that's funny. Maybe you're a singer. You could be a singer. You could be a writer. You could be you could do sound healing. There's so many different ways that this can resonate. So I feel like the throat chakra, though, is very, very important. And I've been having a lot of readings where I'm thinking about it now. Over the weekend, I've had a lot of readings where this area was super important. Like right now, we're being called to speak our truth and to step forward and to use our voice for good, for our highest good, for other people's highest good, to heal, to help. The letter H is coming through very strongly. But okay, before I pull these cards, let me slow down. My fucking crazy Gemini brain. I'm just like all the time. So, okay, get this, guys. So the Lion's Gate, because I'm going to keep forgetting, and then I just need to say the story before I get into more cards. So I was manifesting hardcore with this Lionsgate portal energy, okay? I was really specifically focusing on this certain energy that I've been working on, which is like allowing myself to rest and not being in this like toxic cycle of hustle culture, thinking that doing more is going to get me abundance, right? It's almost like I can speak these things with my voice into existence, send them to the universe, send them to the divine, let them do the work, and I can rest. There was a lot of recalibration. It's still happening. We're kind of in this weird shadowy period after that portal closed, and we're in the shadow period of the Mercury retrograde. Things are feeling like a little wonky and karmic-y, right? So rest is still really important. Don't push yourself too hard. But I've been very much in that energy, and I've just been manifesting wanting a lot more clients, because my goal with this, if you don't know me, I love giving one-on-one readings, and that is like my purpose. That is what I want to do. Yes, I make social media videos, and I will do that to, put myself out there in certain ways, but it's funny because I've just felt a lot of resistance towards doing that, because I'm like, I want more clients. I want to connect with people. I have to I don't have to make videos for this to happen, because get this. So I've been manifesting, writing this down, more clients, starting my YouTube, making more like creative content, just like having fun, right? And I really let go of the control, and I was just in the receiving mode, the receptive feminine mode, but still like doing things where I could. 1122, yeah, the divine feminine energy of very much just knowing, trusting, doing what I can in the meantime. But last week on the 7th, I woke up and my client, Allie, had messaged me, and she said, "Oh, I made a video and I mentioned you, and a lot of people are asking for your information for readings. Like, can I give it to them?" And I was like, "Sure." I don't think I realized at the time like how big this was. So she made a video talking about a prediction I made for her during a psychic reading, a tarot reading that we did a long time ago, but she mentioned like one of the predictions that came true. And the video now has like 50,000 views, and I've booked like over 80 readings in the past 6 days. And like the first 48 hours, like 60 readings, and then it's kind of died down. But like, holy shit, right? I was crying of literally crying of happiness. I still can't believe it, but it's like, I've been working so much on the energy to be able to hold this, because last year during the Lionsgate, I manifested and I got a bunch of TikToks that went viral. Okay. And then after that, it was like, I still had more work to do. I couldn't hold it. I wasn't ready yet for that. I got very overwhelmed. Business wise, I wasn't set up. I wasn't ready yet. And I've been doing all the work. I've been preparing in the meantime. And yeah, now I have 80 readings booked. I'm booked almost through the end of September. So this is the reason I bring this up, is because this is about abundance, right? I am only going to give you what works for me and my experience and what I'm working with spirit and what spirit is communicating to me. And yeah, a lot of this is about using your voice even when it's scary. I just heard that. I'm also being given like the reference about the Little Mermaid of like someone stealing their voice. Like, you are so powerful that other people like are intimidated by you. And there's something about your mind that makes you not see it this way. It's like people look at you like, whoa, and you kind of like are your own worst enemy in a certain way. You have to work on your self-confidence, your voice, and the way that you're speaking to yourself. I'm getting something about like songwriting or poetry, where like maybe you should be writing poetry about how beautiful you are, doing affirmations about self-love. This is very much giving like looking into working with Aphrodite energy, because she's very much about like beauty and taking care of the self and self-love. So maybe look into Aphrodite. So I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. Yes. Okay. I love that this came up. I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. So your abundance may be held back by resentments that you haven't released, because this is an energy, okay? And forgiving someone isn't saying what you did is okay, because I know how hard it can be to forgive people for like horrible things. but it's for you. Ooh, yeah, that's important. My throat started closing up when I started talking about the resentments. Okay, you've been speaking, stop speaking about the negativity, the resentments, like almost like you're not allowed to speak about the past anymore in a way where it's like explaining why you haven't moved forward. Like it's okay to review the past to help you for your healing, but it's almost like you have to release the past and move forward. This is a goose, and like you know how they migrate? So it's like, no, we're migrating in the other direction, okay? So geese or swans might be significant because swans have been coming through a lot this week. So yeah, breathing calmly and easily, feeling safe in the moment, that is so important to be in that frequency of receptivity, because I've been learning a lot about that, how like when we're in survival mode and we're like all our nervous system is all dysregulated, we can't receive abundance in that frequency. So I've been really working on that. And to do that, Spirit is, always talking about it, and I'm communicating that to people. And this is what I've learned, just not even through Spirit, just through spiritual learning is, obviously meditation, breath work, grounding, going outside, being in the sun. I'm committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Yeah, you have to stop playing small and use your voice. Raise your voice. Something about Hillary Duff. Yes, I said the letter H. So maybe the letter H or the letter D. We'll get some charms and initials. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Oh, yes. So using your voice to ask for help, using your voice to speak to people, using your voice to speak your truth. There's a lot like being held back here. Yeah. I don't know why I want to pull from this animal deck. It's calling me. I haven't used this deck in like months. What animal wants to come through? I also got a card at the top of here that says, what else could this mean? There's always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at confirmation. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? How can I be more flexible right now? Yeah, so flexibility is a tool that can help you, but like hippopotamus, interesting. Exploring different spiritual tools and help. That's one thing that I'll mention. I've been getting a lot more I'm getting a lot more people in my collective, and I've been thinking about doing something on my Instagram where I will post certain meditations, subliminals, shadow work, prompts, journaling, inner child work, like any sort of resource that I use personally that I would send to you if you were like, because a lot of people ask me like, where do I start? What should I do? Because I speak to a lot of people about doing shadow work, or like that's what Spirit asked me to communicate a lot of the time to people. So yeah, I want to make some links on my Instagram so that will be easy for people to use that as a resource. So I'm working on building that. But yeah, perseverance. Yeah. Slow down, don't rush, work carefully, learn to accept help from others. There's something big about accepting help. You might have like, yeah, this is coming through Aries energy, or like just that you don't have to be an Aries, but it's like that independent energy where you don't want to. Aries and Taurus are coming through, being born in the spring. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, where like you are very much like, I don't need help from anyone. What's that phrase that I'm blanking on right now? Hyper independence is coming through. Yeah, so working on your hyper independence and being less hyper independent is going to help you with your abundance. And you feel like that's the opposite, but I'm getting very clearly like that's not true. It's almost like you have to give up the way that you've been looking at everything, because it's been very blocked by ego and fear. And it's like, can I be open to changing the story? Can I be open? Okay, I was about to say, why are there no cards out and 2 cards flew out? Badger and swan. What did I say about the swans? Okay, and owls. I love it. Okay. I recently saw something about owls and the frequency of 852 hertz. So maybe go meditate with that. That might help someone. So Badger, endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. You're a survivor. I'm getting 9 of Wands energy, Sagittarius energy, a lot of fiery energy, I'm not going to lie, that's coming through here. Aries, Leo, Sag so far. And airy energy. I'm getting Gemini, maybe Libra. But with the Badger, this is literally like confirming what we're talking about right now is like whatever you want, you have to have more faith. You don't have enough faith. The tool in your toolbox for more abundance is faith and the fact that the abundance is coming. Because when we're in a lack mindset, when we're in fear, we're like, oh, it's not coming. Spirit is not coming through for me. It's not happening on my time. You don't trust or have faith in a higher power. There's something about ego blockage. You have to work on the ego. Look into how can I move past the ego and focus and learn to build a connection with spirit and the divine. And 2111 when I said that. So yeah, there is like this relationship that's the spirit realm wants to build with you to help you. So the spirit realm is a tool that will help you. Swan, love, you have found your soulmate or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things you've had to go through were worth it. So endurance and love, this is like a love that has endured the test of time. I'm hearing multiple lifetimes. You will know who this person is when you meet them. Pray for that. Prayer is a tool. I'm just getting there's so many tools that you could be using. And I feel like people over intellectualize the tool. It's like, oh, I need to be doing this like journaling prompt and it's going to fix my whole mind. It's like, no, this is a complete mindset shift that is a consistent day-to-day repetition. It's not exciting. It's very much, it can be, we can make it fun. Like, it's learning how to make the simple things fun. I'm also getting 3 of Pentacles coming through of like the daily work that we have to do. That's Capricorn energy. The daily work that we have to do to receive our desires. So, and then Owl, observation. You are being encouraged to look beyond deceiving appearances into the true reality of a situation or a person's motives. You need to hear what is really being said, despite the words and emotions coming from the messenger. Yeah, this is also like calling forth in terms of, I feel like this is you. You have to observe the true reality of something and look at your own motives. You need to hear what's really being said. Like, what are you really saying? You need to be very aware of what you're speaking into existence. Very much coming through. Yeah, that magician energy, that Gemini energy is coming through a little bit more even. And also Virgo, because Virgo is all about, you know, purpose and like self-analysis, like bettering ourselves. So community, yeah, there's something about building, asking for help, being able, there's something about a shift in your energy where your natural state is love, but there's something that has made you feel very resentful and in fear, and spirit doesn't want you to be in this energy. You're going to be so much more abundant. It might not be instant. I've been talking to a lot of people about that. It's like instant gratification is an illusion, right? Storm warning. Okay. Yeah, this is very much like, yeah. Okay. Thank you, spirit. Victory. Yes. Okay. So storm warning, broken heart, attachment. Yep. This is very much saying like you are kind of always in this storm warning energy of like worst case scenario, catastrophizing. I'm hearing being in that survival mode, hyper independent, nervous system not regulated. I'm getting like physical issues as well that could be could have manifested, something about like a physical issue that is spiritual, that can be healed through breath work. It can be healed through, I'm hearing like physical therapy or acupuncture is coming through. Victory and contract. Yeah, your victory is written. I just heard their victory is written in the stars as soon as they get rid of this energy, or they realize that they are the ones that are causing the attachment, like the attachment to this ego, to the old patterns, to this old identity that no longer works for you. It's an identity that's connected to brokenness and pain. And it's a choice to move out of this. It's a choice to choose victory. And with the yin and yang, there's balance that's wanting to come through. This could have been triggered, or it's being triggered by a divine counterpart or a twin or someone, or a soulmate, a karmic soulmate coming into your life to balance the scales, because we also have that contract card here. There's something about balancing the scales. Yeah, and the root chakra, I'm telling you, physical manifestation. You have to grounding is going to help you with indecision. If you've been feeling like you don't trust your choices, you don't trust yourself. I have to leave in a couple minutes for something, but I'm going to pull a couple of messages from spirit and then some tarot, and then we'll pull the charms and then close out. But I hope you're enjoying this reading so far. Like, share, comment, subscribe. When you comment, when something resonates, it helps grow the channel, and put the video out there. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube, so your support means a lot. Energy clearing and cleansing. So really focus on this. Saging, incense, Palo Santo, visualizing, cleaning can be clearing energy. Just look into energy clearing and cleansing, because there's like a dark karmic energy that's wanting to be released from you. Look up Sane the Witch. I love her videos, and she has like these incredible karmic healings, and she doesn't do Reiki. It's like a earthy energy that she uses, and I feel called to tell you to use that. 1010, I've cried over you many times, I can't get over you. Yeah, I feel like that there's been difficulty releasing the past. It's like things have ended already. There's certain things that you have ended that you're hanging on to, or you haven't been able to release, and they want to be released. Release is a tool that will create more abundance for you. This is like mindset shift and releasing past solutions, I just heard. So like certain ways that you used to think that you were like solving something were just exasperating the problem, or like creating this, and like this will just keep going. Safe space. So yeah, creating a safe space for yourself is really important. Having friends that are a safe space that you can openly speak to. There's something about holding in all of the emotions. Like, yeah, you need to journal or like speak about this to someone. I'm getting called to mention therapy, some sort of support group of some kind. Like you're alone and isolated in your head. And love wants to enter your life. Like, you don't have to be in that Nine of Wands energy anymore. And you want the love, because the Nine of Wands, he still has like that little space poking through. He wants love. 555 on the timer. He wants love, but he has to change certain subconscious patterns or things that are keeping that blocked out. Forbidden love coming through here, and haunted. So maybe you're haunted by some sort of a forbidden love. I'm going to get one more to clarify that. I want to make you feel good or care for you, but I can't. Okay, I'm getting very much like you not being able to forgive someone that was supposed to show up for you, and they didn't, and you have a lot of current resentment or energy mentally going into that person still, and needing to release this. Forever guilty mind prison. Yes, the mind prison. Whew. Okay, Sitting, Hoping, Waiting, Wishing by Jack Johnson. You make me giddy like a kid again. You make me believe in magic and miracles. I trust you'll be mine. So yeah, this is like sitting, hoping, waiting, wishing. You've been in this energy with spirit, or spirit is asking you to be more in this energy of you have to sit and wait. The wish that you give us, I just heard your wish is our command, but you have to trust that manifests, a lot of manifestations take time and they take certain effort. They can't be forced. I'm getting like a very forceful energy here. You can't force it. You have to trust. You have to like really lean into that feminine receptive energy of like, ooh, I trust this is going to be received and brought to me. Okay. So let's pull some tarot and then we'll get some names, charms, and specifics. And then I gotta go. But I hope you're enjoying this reading. I really like this reading. I think this is a great one. So, yeah, so far, very much so that fire energy coming through. I'm also getting like maybe Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. So yeah, part of this creating more abundance is with love. I feel like I was thinking about money a lot in the beginning, and maybe part of it and like a big portion of your abundance is creating a family, soul family, calling in community, calling in love. Faith is the biggest tool, and asking for help from other people, from spirit. Prayer is using your voice, speaking to a higher power. Like you have to stop I'm just getting like a hamster wheel of the mind. It's not working. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. The faith is going to bring you the gift. You have gifts coming in. Just working and having compassion for yourself, doing shadow work and facing these things, working on healing, it brings up a lot of shame. And that's the whole point, is like we get to learn how to show up differently for ourselves. We don't want to shame ourselves. We get to love those dark parts of ourselves. 10 of Cups came out again. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay, I'm getting very much so that you have love coming in so many different ways. Look, this is the overflow of love, and the 8 of Wands. I made a reading before this and the 8 of Wands was coming to my mind's eye. The 8 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It's like very much, and it's the only card in the tarot besides the aces. They have hands, but this is the only card that doesn't have like any people in it besides the aces. So it's very much an energy. It's spirit moving in messages. It's like divine guidance. It's spiritual energy moving. It's very fast moving energy. And it talked about love coming in, with your soulmate coming in, or they're just around the corner. I'm very much getting this. So you have to trust that this is on the way. And in the meantime, don't be and there's kids playing outside, and there's not always when I'm making readings. So yeah, it's like you have this family, you have this fun, you have this love, you have this like abundant, loving energy coming in, but you have to trust that it is. And in the meantime, not be in the pessimistic point of view or the fear or the frustration. And like I get frustrated with my higher power sometimes, but it's like it passes quickly. 3303 on the timer when I said that. There has to be, you have to understand the universe is supporting you, but you have to drop your ego or your fear, whatever that is, like that facade, that mask that comes through and is saying like, this isn't on my timeline. Yes, because of this energy. We can't be in lack mindset. I feel like this is very much the energy that you're in right now. And this can give off like victim mode. Oh, look, like I'm hurt. I'm never going to get help, when there's help right there. Like they could find a way inside, but they're just choosing to ignore the warm church. Maybe they feel like they've asked for help and other people haven't helped them before. But I keep hearing pessimistic, okay? So there's something regarding like strengthening your faith, and I feel like that can just be like taking the weight off of the weight of your survival off of your shoulders, asking for help. And maybe like this is about like going to seek help from like a certain sort of shelter or something, financial assistance. This could be like asking for help from other family members, but you feel very isolated right now. You feel very alone, and there's something about trauma here. But you're like used to the trauma, and this is about lack mindset of like assuming that it isn't going to come in. So, but I got the 8 of Wands and 10 of Cups. Like this wants to come in. What is the advice, Spirit? Spirit, what is the advice here? I just saw Judgment. Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So Two of Wands, I was reading and studying this week. There's like, it's very, very, it helped me understand this card a little bit more. How like he kind of is like standing off to the side where he could look over his shoulder. And it means that like he still doesn't fully trust his intuition yet. His intuition is very strong and integrated, but he doesn't fully trust. So trust and faith are coming through so fucking strongly. Okay. You have to trust. You have to see, I have this vision and I trust and I use my intuition to guide me and plan as I go through. So it's almost like you have to choose to go in the direction of trust and faith. Oh shit, hold on one second. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry about that. Obviously, there's been a change of lighting because I just had to go somewhere. My friend texted me in the middle of the reading and I thought I was supposed to be there at 6:30 and she was like, "Are you here?" So, okay. To finish off the message, there wasn't too much more to talk about, but it was the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So, okay, so there's a belief system that you think that financial abundance or any type of abundance is unavailable to you, or you're not worthy of it, or it's like I'm hearing a pipe dream, or it is like too good to be true, or it's not going to happen. You have to look into how your value system, how you value yourself, your self-worth, the things that you're putting your energy into, because I feel like this can be a very dark place. I get this energy. We've all been there, but it's like at a certain point, negativity is a choice. So Spirit is literally saying like, you have to recognize the divine love that's already overflowing in your life through your connection with Spirit and your higher power, pretty much. Yeah, it's like the love is going to come pouring in even more when you recognize how you already have this. Maybe you didn't ever have like this type of family and you really desire this, or like a family is something that really, this is like within friends or like an actual like family system, or however you want this love, whatever it looks like, you're looking for family, soul family. I always say hi soul family because, you know, people that are connecting with my energy, you're my soul family. You're connecting with my soul and my energy. So this is really saying, I'm really focusing on the dragon and then the little mysterious guy in the center. And that's like the unknown, right? Like to be revealed. And I feel like you stay in a place of like oscillating in fantasy. This is a defense mechanism, like from having to take a risk and losing more. It's like it's keeping you stuck in financial lack because you're like always looking at, oh, but I have to do this, but I have to do this, oh, like this, but this, but this, and it's like you have to just take one action. There's like a dissociation. I'm getting dissociation and illusion. So disillusionment is required here. Getting out of the cold, getting out of this place where you feel like this, because you're not alone. You're never alone because you have your higher power. You having a spiritual connection is really coming through as something that's very important, and Spirit's really peace in the pause. Yeah, Spirit's really wanting to highlight that. Yeah, like Spirit needs to be your number one. Spirit needs to, congratulations. Yeah, Spirit wants to bless you, but you have to recognize Spirit. RIP. There's like a RIP to immaturity. I can't make this shit up. Whoa, my chair like flipped out when I said that. So RIP to immaturity. Spirit's kind of calling you out right now. Like once you recognize that these certain mindsets are immature, they're outdated, you have a massive spiritual ancestral army backing you. You do. Like they're never gonna leave you just because you're still in this immature mindset. You can start over or change your mind at any time. Yes, it's not too late. It's never too late. There's a lot about being distracted by love or fantasy here, though, coming through. Maybe this is like really what you've been focused on, is like wanting this emotional abundance to come in. Your self-concept, after this Lionsgate portal, really keep working on that self-concept. Keep putting the work in. keep taking the steps that you need to take towards your dreams, because you are very intuitive. You are very much like successful in certain ways. But there's almost like a different path, a different direction we need to take. Yeah, with the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, there is a different direction you need to move in, and there's more energy, give and take with God, give and take. This is Six of Pentacles after the Five of Pentacles. This is like being able to accept help. Wow, yeah. Being able to accept help. There, it's almost like, okay, this is calling someone out right now. This might resonate with you, and this is to help you. Like, you're addicted to misery. Look at that. You have to take what did I say? I just cut the deck. Yes, you're like addicted to the survival mode, and you're like, I've been hurt. I'm guarded. Someone's going to hurt me. I have to be on guard. You know, the Nine of Wands represents strength. Like, you have been through a lot. We saw that with the Badger, with the endurance, right? But you don't have to be this wounded warrior forever. We have to work on the subconscious. Nine talks about the subconscious, the foundation of our mind. So we want to work on that. And the Ten of Swords is right below that. The Ten of Swords talks about this way of thinking is no longer working. This is an ego death. This is an ending of a way of thinking, right? But when we go to tens, that's the beauty of the tens, is they overflow into starting over, into the one, into the ace, and starting the cycle over again. So I feel like you are entering a new era of love. You're entering a new era of self-love. I feel like you're overly focused on victory or winning something, particularly money. You have to release your expectations of the physical. There's like a lot coming through here about like financial gain or like material things. I just heard like get your priorities straight, or like to get those things, like we have to work on this inner stuff first. This safe space inside of you is not a safe space. Your choices are magnets. So what you choose is what you attract. So you have to, I'm hearing this is like a lot about taking personal responsibility, but not shaming yourself. This is just like self-accountability, awareness, and getting connected with your higher power more, because the spirit realm wants to help you. The spiritual path wants to help you. And that has like, that's something you can define. I can't tell anyone what your higher power is. Your higher power could be the trees, Mother Earth, you know, energy. It just has to be something bigger than you to get out of your mind, to get out of your head, because there's balance needed. Spirit wants to bring in balance, but right now you're attached to pain and things going wrong. Oh, everything's going to go wrong. There's always chaos. You're creating the chaos because that is the way that you perceive your world. So we have to, this is like a healing from the inside out, right? So the tool to help you create more abundance is like spiritual tools, to regulate your nervous system, and faith, trust, working on that. Okay, so let's get some charms and confirmations, and we'll do some letters too. So Spirit, please guide me to the charms and messages that are particular for this reading. Some people just need extra confirmation that's their message, and it's fun. I see the cherries. I've been getting a lot of cherries the past couple of days coming through. Okay, we have a skull here, so ego death for sure. Also like reminding me of pirate symbolism. Somebody could have just watched Pirates of the Caribbean. Also Johnny Depp is coming through. We have a unicorn. So yeah, you're one of a kind. But the unicorn also represents the crown chakra, so connecting with source, so very much important. We have green flowers, so I just brought up trees and Mother Nature. Maybe you need to go ground. Not maybe, everybody needs to ground. Yeah, and we also have cherries. Okay, and then let's see. I'm going to get a couple more charms. This one. Oh, a black cat. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of black cats too, so you're very magical. You could be, I definitely feel like this is very strong Aries energy coming through. Okay, this is one of my pieces of, I forget what this is called. I'll have to look it up, and I forget, but it's like it's a crystal that someone recommended, a psychic recommended to me to clear the mind. So it's very, very like telling of this message we're talking about, because it's about like clearing the thoughts and clearing the mind completely. So mindfulness and grounding, box breathing, nervous system stuff, staying in the moment. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. I am okay in this moment. I have everything I need right now. It's really about like getting in touch with that feeling, that security with everything. Even if you don't have what you want or you think that you should have. There's something also coming through about like entitlement here. So get like humbling is coming, like need for humility and for the process, because you're not owed anything. Nobody is owed anything. Humility is a very strong and powerful energy, as well as that trust and the faith and the love. We have like a shooting star. So yeah, spirit wants to grant your wishes and make your wishes come true, but you have to work with spirit. Spirit wants to meet you halfway. We also have a key. This one is like, I just heard key and peel because I was about to say this is my key with a wheel. So KP. Yeah, this is the key to fate, the key to your destiny, the key to making the wheel turn, and the change comes from, I'm just hearing like willingness to surrender to spirit. We also have this like stained glass coming through, so maybe connecting to faith is really coming through, and also a heart with a key. It's a key with a heart at the top. I mean, so yeah, there's something unlocking love and unlocking your destiny. Yeah, we have a blue broken heart. So this reminds me of like glass half empty. So really this pain, working on this, filling up your own cup, filling up your own heart first, and daisies could be a flower that you're seeing. Okay. So let's go into the confirmations. So we have Capricorn South Node. So South Node is like our comfort, like where our comfort zone, what can kind of feel like suffocating. So that could be like materialistic things. Your ambitions feeling like they're suffocating you. Wow. Aquarius South Node, a lot of wintry past life stuff coming through there with that Five of Pentacles. This is okay. You know what so this is money wounds, wealth wounds from generations of your family. Be gentle with yourself. T first initial is coming through. Yeah, be gentle with yourself, because this is money wounds from generations. This is like I brought up with the root chakra. This is healing that we have to do. The number 27 is coming through, so somebody could be born on that date, or somebody could be 27. But yeah, like I was saying, these are things that we work on, and we have to have patience and compassion for ourselves, because it's hard work. It really is, but it's not easy, but it's simple. Scorpio South Node. Wow. Okay. A lot of past, so that's Scorpio is the death card. Past life confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, that just gave me the chills. Yeah, this is deep worthiness wounding, financial fear. That was the phrase I was thinking of. So look into tools to heal financial fear. Affirmations, subliminals, like how can we reset the programming? This is about belief systems. Sun in Capricorn. Yeah, I brought up Capricorn earlier. We have the Capricorn South Node and Sun in Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign like that is very ambitious. They're very successful. The color purple is coming through. The color purple is a movie too. So, also a white crown. I didn't even see the crown. Yeah, Spirit wants to anoint you. It's like we need to purify the crown chakra. There's a lot of this area. There's a lot of dark, like karmic energy. Look into clearing and cleansing your energy and these chakras and your root chakra. Pisces stellium. So a lot of watery energy coming through. Pisces is 10 of cups, so that definitely makes sense. And Scorpio is the 7 of cups. So Pisces, Scorpio, and this is Taurus energy. And we have also a lot of Sag energy that came through. 10 of Swords is Gemini. So the mutable signs, definitely. South Carolina could be significant for someone. Also keep seeing the angel number 666 today, 355, 234, 321. R last initial. And the T or the R, they could be first or last initial. Like those are very specific. So if you do have an R last initial, or like somebody close to you does, it's just an extra confirmation. I keep getting X middle initial. Who has an X middle initial in my collective? Because that note keeps coming out. Libra Pluto. Okay, so this is change in your relationship dynamics. This is change in balance, like that equilibrium. So this is like a big change that's going on internally in regards to how you show up in your life with other people and with yourself. Bringing more love, because Libra's Gemini Mars. Yeah, it's because that Gemini Mars that you're fighting with your mind. There's a lot of like survival mode happening mentally, and we have to calm that down. Again, that's one thing that I learned about financial fear and the abundance stuff is like we cannot be like a dysregulated nervous system cannot hold big amounts of money. It just can't. The number 2 is coming through, so you could be born on the 2nd or in February, or 2 could just be a significant number for you. We also have Massachusetts as being significant. Boston, maybe. Go park the car. Texas could be significant for someone. A lot of states today. I love that. The letter H. Oh my God. Come through, Spirit. I said that multiple times earlier. Yes, the letter H is significant. If that ooh, yeah. I love when I get those confirmations. And then we have last one, the letter F. So let financial fear. I was thinking of that letter when we were saying financial fear because of the double F. Another crown, a blue crown and a white crown, and oh my God, and a swan, dude. I can't make that. There is love just around the corner. I heard for someone it's right in front of you. Blue and white could be significant. Red and black, that combination, like I said, black cat, cherries. Let's get some letters. But yeah, wow. This is such a cool reading. Okay. Yeah, and like I've mentioned before, you can get a private reading with me. The link is in my bio. If this resonates with you, if you feel like you'd like more specific messages to you. Okay. So we have the letter A. 2 A's came out. V. Okay, the word cave is coming through. 3 A's. Okay, triple A. Triple A, maybe look out for car issues maybe, or there's something about triple A, or there's like a lot of new beginnings happening for you right now. Letter D, letter T, confirmation with the T. Letter S, letter U, and letter M. Canvas, somebody could be an artist. Yeah, there's just, I was getting while I was out too about the voice thing. I was kind of thinking about it. There's a way that you might be using your voice right now, and it's like too focused on what you want. There again, with the removal of the ego, there has to be an approach, the way you use your voice, that has to do with helping other people or being more in an authenticity, or an authentic, way. There's something about a mask or like being attached to a false mask. Let's get the rest of the letters. We got another M. I'm going to roll the ones that we got double letters for. R. U again. I. Okay. Rhode Island's coming through. We got double R, double I. O. Okay. Double R again. S. Okay, we already have double S. D. We already have double D. Oh, you could be well endowed in that area. Okay, let's get the last one. 2 D's again. Oh my God, the D's. Okay. and N. Okay. So we have, let me just line these up. And if I always get like, I like showing my face with readings, I like mixing it up. But if you ever want to see like the charms and these type of things, let me know and then I'll just film differently. Just let me know what you think. I want to do what you guys like. You're my collective. Okay, so let's see what koalas coming through. Also had a download about lemurs earlier, so you could have seen one of those recently. Okay, with names though. Kendra, red it literally says red, red, like the color red, cherries, like red things are really coming up today. Somebody with pink hair, seeing somebody with pink hair, you could have pink hair. Okay, Maeve, Deirdre, Coke, somebody could like drinking Coke or actually have a problem with that. Take that as it resonates. It doesn't have to be. Cuts. Okay, names though. I'm trying to get better at thinking of a lot of names. I'm just trying to let them come through. Nerd. Somebody could be nerdy. Toad. Frogs have also been coming up a lot. Corey, Darcy, Vincent, Ted, Rebecca, Nora. What's coming through? Sally. SOO is coming through. That might be a last name. Sue. Sing. I'm thinking of sing. Somebody is a singer. Diver. Somebody could be a diver, cave diver, or like, I don't know, that's specific. Meredith, yeah, Meredith. Dalton, Dax, Dave, Dan, Riley, Victoria, Vice. Somebody could have a vice that they use, or Miami Vice, or one of those. I don't know, I just thought of that. Narcan, there's something about, now there's like stuff about substance abuse, so take that as it resonates. Toke, yeah, like with smoking. Okay, interesting. Let's get a few more names and then I'm gonna end it there. Steven, Kendra, I don't know if I said that name already. Kim, Kim is there. Eva is in here. I know Eva is in my collective. That was cheating, but there is an Eva here, so hi Eva. I have a joke with my friend Eva that's in my collective. I always say hi. Hi Eva. Love you, girl. Ted, I feel like I already said that. I'm blanking now. Did I say Corey? I said Corey. Yeah, I'm repeating. I feel like there's not that many more names. Vern. I'm hearing salty. Somebody is salty. This is kind of what the reading was giving, like still being salty over something. Or maybe you like salty food. I don't know, but I feel like you're just still salty about things that you can't change. And Spirit wants you to work on this. Lean on Spirit. Just heard terrified. Yeah, there's fear. It's fear. And be easy on yourself. But one day at a time, just try to be more aware of this and work on this. It's a lifelong process. We're not going to change. Like, yes, there's something about quick success of like wanting to win the lottery. It's like, it can't be like that. This instant gratification so many people are hooked on right now. We have to get back to, I'm seeing like reading a book. Like, we have to get back to like slowing down and understanding that there's like a process in things. Things that are solid and will last. I'm seeing cats. Somebody definitely could have cats. A black cat is coming through specifically. And Reed could be someone's name. I'm hearing Tony, Tarzan. Somebody could just have watched Tarzan or likes that movie, or something about Disney movies has been coming through a lot. Miles, Courtney, Travis. Oh, Courtney and Travis. Ew. Maybe you've seen something about them recently. Or you like kind of have that gothy vibe. I just heard Troy. Yeah, I was thinking of Zac Efron earlier, and 17 again. I channeled that in my last message, so that could be significant. Valtteri, or with Twilight, you know, the blonde family with the red eyes. That just came through. Santana. Okay, I feel like there's repeating stuff. I'm gonna leave it there. You could have just watched the movie Dune. Or like Zendaya or Timothy Chalamet. But again, just so people can confirm, their letters KRMOEIADVCTUN and S. I hope this helped you. And yeah, like I said, private reading, link in bio. And yeah, this was kind of a funny reading where I had to jump off, but I'm glad that I got to finish it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.